the
I
first
started
steps you took?
producing my own music to release in like 1988. I've been DJing for a while as a hobby, not really having much luck with bookings or anything like that. Where I came from, everybody was a DJ. It's like kind of how it is now here, but it was like that 20-something years ago in New York, so I had to kind of set myself apart. So I figured producing might get me some, so I kind of just got into it that way, not really because I felt I should be producing. After doing it, I actually kind of fell in love with it. Originally my plan was just to make a record, one or two, you know, to get bookings as a DJ, and then that was really it. And then for a while that became more important to me than DJing. I like going out and playing, but producing music and writing music, it's sort of like more of a personal thing. It's something I do alone, so it's just me creating landscapes and music and whatever. But then, you know, the DJing thing, it's more of like an instant gratification because you get to like play and see immediate reactions. I really don't just go out with vinyl. I'll use Serato, and I'll use vinyl, you know, the trigger Serato, the time-coded plates. I also use the CDs for the same thing with Serato. Lately I've been finding it a little easier with the CDs because when I show up, especially, you know, festivals like this, you don't really know, everything's getting set up so quick. You don't know how stable everything is, you know, because they set it up just for you and then they take it down. I might want to just play with vinyl more when I'm in a club where everything's permanently, and you know everything's a stable setup, you know. Reliable. I don't like when guys just bring shit, plug it in, connect it, and it's like, okay, go ahead, and you're testing it out for the first time while you're going out to live to everybody. It's not really a good time to see if anything works, you know.
I remember in Australia, Energy Flash was like this track that really was, you know, became a massive anthem in the early rave days.
Right.
Do you think that's one of your biggest tracks?
Well, yeah, I guess so. For longevity purposes, at least. I did it so long ago, and...
Actually, what year was it released?
It was released originally in 1990. Around summer of 1990, so it's a long time. Well, there was really not much going on this scale. It was just starting. Things were just like the first big parties were going on. It's not like now where you're playing in one country and then you'll be on the other side of the continent the following night and then back the next week. It wasn't really like that yet, you know, but it was just starting. When I started producing for the first time in 1988, 89, putting out my first records, I really felt like I was getting in on it late. Like everything had already been done, all the big movements, all the big whatever happens. I always just felt like I missed out, like, oh, I wish I was a little older. I'm young, I was only like 18. And like 2 years later, then I was like, wow, I really got in on the beginning of something, you know, because a whole new crop of names came up. And the music changed completely. So it was cool. I use Logic now, as opposed to the earlier years when I had a whole room, probably like maybe half the size of this room, just filled with analog gear. And, but I'm kind of glad I don't work that way no more. Now it's nice when you have everything kind of contained in a box somewhat. And
on the road even.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's what we used to dream about back then. I know I did. I used to dream that there was a way that I could just kind of do things start to finish on the road. I kind of like the way where technology kind of led us musically. I mean, a lot of people don't. They think it was better the old way, but you know, they're welcome. Yeah, they're welcome to go back and do it that way if they think it's easier. I think most of the times it's just people trying to make themselves feel important. So.
Thanks a lot for your time, man.
Cool, man.
And,
thanks.
I know I'm looking forward to your set tonight, and a lot of people here are. So
Cool.
Enjoy your time in Slovakia, even though it's probably very short. And,
yeah.
Kind of a crazy tour.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.